If you come to the James River State Park, there is one activity that you absolutely have to do. If you stay at the Red Oak Campground, the best campsites are, if you want views and you want to stay at the cabin, really important that you stay at, if you stay at Branch Pond Campground, remember one thing, you want me to take you on a tour of the bathroom now? It's awesome. If we ever came back to this park, the campground we would stay in is Hey, this is Steve with Odd Mountain. We're at James River State Park in Virginia, standing right on the James River. I'm going to take you right now on a tour of this facility to show you all the things you need to know for planning your trip. We are camping at the primitive Canoe Inn sites, which you can also drive in. You definitely have the vault toilet. Watch out for that. They put you up on top of the hill up here. They have the picnic tables and the fire rings up on top. The reason for that is it flooded out down here on the basin. But if you want, you can still put your tent up down in the bottom of the flat area. It's a little muddy down here, but we found a nice dry spot and we are right on the river. Do you have a horse? If you do, you might want to stay in the Horseshoe Campground, which is what we're standing in right now. But you can pull your horse trailer in, and there's actually stables. You put your horse in. Who knew that horses like to camp? The sites here are really nice. It's a horse campground. Look at this one right over here. Big and secluded. It's right next to the stables. You know, I've never been to a horse camping ground before. This is my first time. We've camped everywhere. I've never seen horse campground. How cool is that? We're currently in the Red Oak Campground. These are all RV friendly sites. Most of them are pull in. Some of them are pull through. I think that's what you say, right? There's huge tent pads here, fairly private. Much nicer than the sites we were in last night, the primitive campground. You get your fire ring over here, picnic table, and a large tent pad. You've got electric hookups, and you've got water at every site. It's nice up in the woods here, all these sites. If you stay at the Red Oak Campground, the best campsites are numbers 27, 28, and 29, because they're off on their own little loop. You get a lot more privacy. You're backed up against these woods here. It's awesome. You want me to take you on a tour of the bathroom now? All right, let's go. We're in the bathroom at Red Oak Campground. Luckily, no one's in here. Just wanted to show you real quick. It's clean, it's nice, and they also have showers. Take a look at those real quick. Looks like there's 4 showers. Very nice. So we made a discovery, and we come to a realization: if we ever came back to this park, the campground we would stay in is the Branch Pond Campground. Now this one is another primitive site. Branch Pond, this is down a remote gravel road. It's probably, what, good 2 mile drive in here. It feels very secluded. The campsites are nice, laid out kind of like more traditional campsites. But it's primitive. There's just a vault toilet over there, and it just feels like you're in this little magical place. So definitely this is where we would come next time. It's not on the river, so you're not anywhere near the river, but there's a pond. We're going to show you that right now. Behind us, the Branch Pond. It's really cool, little like swampy almost. There's lots of fish in here. We're currently in site number 5 at the Branch Pond Campground. And quite literally there is nobody here in this whole campground right now. Now I do think there's only like 7 spots here, so if you're looking for seclusion, but still a little bit of a developed campsite, this is great. You got the tent pad, get your picnic table, and you can fire ring. It just feels more like a traditional campground, but with the remote feeling added to that. Now, if you stay at Branch Pond Campground, remember one thing, you do not have water here. There's no water, so you have to bring your own water, and it's just a vault toilet. So yeah, there's that. But I like it down here. I think Lisa and I agreed if we come back to this state park, we're gonna stay here because the pond is awesome. It's a nice little trail and it just feels like you're out here. Behind me is camp spot number 7. It's kind of at the top of the hill here. I think if I were staying in this campground, I would choose campsite 7 because it's the farthest away from everything. It's the farthest from the pond, but the pond is not that far away. And if you're just looking for a little bit more seclusion, site 7, probably the best one. I think I might have changed my mind. I think site 1 might be the best site. It's kind of right when you first get into the park. And it's flat, but it's big, and it's definitely kind of more remote, secluded. Everything else is back that way. But it's a big site, and it's on the low side, so you don't have to climb up hills to get to the lake. Currently hiking on the Branch Pond Loop Trail. This trail goes all the way around the pond. And there is nobody here today. I mean, this is so private. It just feels so like we're out here on our own. But this little pond is pretty. The trail, I don't think it's more than about a mile, probably. We are at cabin 5 in the cabin area. State park cabins, we've stayed at quite a few, and they're all really nice. This one looks to be a little bit older. Oops, almost tripped. The cabins look really nice here at this state park. They're all in sort of like a loop. The outside definitely looks a little bit on the old side, but I think probably on the inside they're quite nice. This is cabin 9. It's on the other side of the loop. I thought there might be a view here, but there's not, of the river, but you definitely got this nice little field. It's just wide open. The decks are nice. These cabins are big. Okay, so I made a really important discovery. If you want views and you want to stay at the cabin, really important that you stay at 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15. That looks to be the cabins with the views. But I think you can see the railroad tracks down there, and the river is down there, but right now with these trees, you can't see the actual water, but the view is expansive out here. Right next to the primitive camping spot, you've got the Outdoor Adventure Center. You can get some ice, you can rent your boat. The river's right over there. Behind me, the Park Visitor Center, located sort of at the back end of the park. Let's check it out and see what magical surprises are in store for us there. Well, we're inside the visitor center. It's cool with all these display animals. I wonder if they're real. Hey, buddy. Just put so much thought into what they do in these visitor centers. If you come to the James River State Park, there is one activity that you absolutely have to do, and we're going to take you to it right now. That activity is to hike to the Ty River Overlook. It's supposed to be one of the most spectacular views planet Earth.
Planet Earth.
Planet Earth.
It's a 3/4 mile hike from the visitor center, which is right there, up this trail. And we don't know what it's going to look like, but we're going to film it.
And show you.
Hopefully it's worth all the hype. I really hyped it up that night. It's a beautiful trail. Oh my God, all the woods. I see it. I see the overlook. Hey, James River State Park is fantastic. If anybody has any questions about the park, anything we might have missed, leave a comment down below. We'd be happy to help you out.
Absolutely.
From Mott Mountain, I'm Steve.
And I'm Lisa.
And we'll see you at the state park.